We're at Waihi Point this morning, just about to get in behind a pretty imposing sign that says notice, no entry, private property. I did explore this place back in 2017. It says here, smile, you're on camera. It's going to be interesting to see if we have anyone turn up to stop us from walking down this fire trail. Belle's ahead of me here. Raining all night, but it has stopped this morning. We've got 2 explores today. This is the first. The second one is a quick one at Kurrambong, I think it is. It looks like that dog that's joined us on this little expedition has walked down here before with his owners, because they just live up there on the corner of Sadler's Way. They seem to know this area pretty well. It's a bit like Millie last year on that waterfall walk there, up there at Pete's Ridge. That's why they're stopping cars coming in here, all the dumping and everything else. So nearly 10 years ago, we drove up this road, and look at it now. Look at the gaping crevices heading up there. I'm pretty sure we headed up there. I don't remember going this way, or maybe up here. Maybe we did turn up this road. Yeah, so it's up here. Okay. So it's still not bad. You could probably get up here in a vehicle, but it's so cordoned off now, there is no way that you could get in behind those gates and save your time walking. It's about 700 metres from the gate back up there where the no entry sign was. I still haven't told Belle where we're going, so she keeps on asking me. She's very intrigued. But we'll soon see something that might give you an idea, Belle, of where we are. Back then in 2017, when I explored this place, I didn't know much about it. I had just been following all the other people that had come in before me. But once I got home, I started researching newspaper articles of the time and found a lot of interesting information. So a lot of people have explored this over many, many years, but I'm pretty confident that I know the layout of this compound better than most. So once we get inside, if we can get inside, I don't know if they've fortified it, if they've bricked it up, if they've fenced it off. I just don't know. But if we can get inside and film and photograph what's left of this skeleton, I'll be able to pinpoint where everything was many, many years ago. There you go, we have the entry door up here. Well, this is where I remember walking in from. We actually drove in back then. Do you have any ideas what it is, Belle? Yeah. What? What do you think it is? It might be bricked up. We may not even be able to get in. And I don't think there's any chance of climbing this wall. I didn't check YouTube to see if there's any recent videos of it. We'd be very disappointed if we got this far and we couldn't get inside. Wow, a lot of this bush is overgrown. I'm hoping to see an opened hole just to the right of me. And there it is. Belle, guess what? We're going in. It says they're 1933. I didn't notice that all those years ago. I've got Belle behind me here. So have you got any idea what this might be with this huge wall? What are you thinking?
Probably somewhere where they lock up all the crazies.
Lock up all the crazies. Okay, well this is Morisset Psychiatric Hospital. It's notorious Ward 21 and 22, affectionately known as the Crim. So this was the worst of the worst way back in the 20th century. I've got down that gentleman's notes from years ago. He went to a lot of trouble to pinpoint all the activities and where buildings sat in this compound. So I'll be able to point out everywhere what buildings sat where, what areas were used for what. And there is some mention of this wall giving its height and how long it is. A 5-metre tall brick wall stretches 640 metres around the compound perimeter. Despite its height, inmates sometimes manage to escape, occasionally making it as far as Sydney before being recaptured. 5 fibro cottages were built just outside the wall for staff accommodation. Now they're skeletons as well, but there's one over here, Belle, so we'll get over to this staff accommodation first. I can recall this was the original building that I filmed back in 2017. A lot more bush has grown around it now. But this would have been where the staff lived. I had no idea back then what it was. Come around this way. You can see down here, the bricks start from here. It looks like it was maybe burnt down at some point. Fireplace on either side. Would have got cold here in the winter. This would have been the door into the staff accommodation. Come right in, just be careful where you're walking, yeah? You can see all the floorboards here. Just come up to this point here and I'll walk on the floorboards. See, it's very, you don't know if it's going to give way or not. It's not a good sound. So we've got 5 of these. This is one. I'm pretty sure there was another one and there's no remnants of it at all. And I remember a couple on the other side where we stopped at it all those years ago. Back then also we had my mate's drone, and when we were within the compound there, we had these kids following us around, and once the drone went up into the sky they were throwing rocks at it. So that drone footage from 2017, if you watch that, you'll see the kids throwing rocks and nearly hitting the drone. You reckon we would have got cold here in winter? Look at the fireplace on either side. One may have been for a kitchen or something. What was that, sorry? Say again? You think 2 here? Maybe. Maybe. Because I don't remember 5 when I came here last time. So this may have been 2 houses here, considered as 2. I'd love to know what was under this floor. I'm sure there's some remnants of when people lived here, you know, just throwing stuff under the house. And the road's down there. I'll point out exactly to where Morisset Hospital is. And those wards that I spoke about when you were brought to Morisset Psychiatric Hospital, the first ward that you were brought to was Ward 13. At Ward 13 you were assessed at how bad your mental state was. So if you could make it or get down to Ward 13, you had a good chance of release. But a lot of people from there were sent to Ward 19. Second only to the Crim, which is Ward 21 just up here. So we'll just get inside the wall here.
It feels
Eerie?
yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
I still want to cry.
A lot of bad shit happened here.
It's really
Once we walk around, I've got a bit of a piece
it's
where
like overwhelming a bit.
it is.
For me anyway.
Well,
I don't know why.
we've
It's
watched
something.
we've watched the documentary, and in that documentary, Mike Willesee actually walks into this compound, but it's only a 10-minute little excerpt from the Inside Morisset show. A lot of it is focused on Ward 13 and Ward 19. I gather they didn't want to give him a lot of airtime in here because they were dangerous criminals back then. From the map, I believe there was another one down this trail. Let's just head down this trail a little bit. All those pictures that I found 10 years ago will appear in my slideshow. So if you want to see what it looked like with all the buildings still intact, just look into the comments section and click the link that throws you over to my other channel, star_scream. We'll just head around to the corner here. I don't think we walked this way last time, and I don't know if there's going to be anything left over here. When I was looking at it overhead with Google Maps, I couldn't see any skeleton of a building here, unless the trees were covering it. You notice it goes all the way around. And there was a few people that escaped here, even though that wall is quite high. A couple of prisoners went on a rampage there in Sydney where they raped a number of women. I believe there are only to be 2 doors in. So the one we were just at, where that date was, 1933. How good does that look? It doesn't even look real. That looks fantastic. Get a couple of pictures in front of that. Just wait here, Bill. There's no need for you to come around unless I find something. I'll get back to where you are here and we'll take a few pictures in front of that. Maybe get back into the bush there so you can get the whole lot, even the top of the wall. That's what, sorry? Yeah, take from a couple of different angles, see which one comes out the best. Wow, look at that. That would have been my way of trying to get out. It looks like someone's chipped at it before. But then again, they had an inner perimeter fence inside this compound which didn't allow them to go to the corners of the wall here. So there wouldn't have been any chance for them to chip away at it like you would see in the movie The Shawshank Redemption, where he chips away at the wall there, where he makes a massive hole and escapes after all those years. Well, this just keeps on heading around. So I'm now virtually coming to where the pool was. So Ward 22 is just on the opposite side of this wall. So I'll head back to Bell. I can't see anything here in the distance. Once we exit the other side where Mike Willisey came in for his interview, I'll point out that door. We'll walk around the perimeter wall and we'll get to this point as well, just to see if there's anything down the bottom there. Let's go in and pinpoint where all these buildings were and what they were used for. Belle just reminded me that she had seen this video with my friends 10 years ago. She noticed that it was a very barren place back then. There was no trees outside. She goes, "Did you drive all the way up here?" She goes, "Well, you can't make it now. All the trees are overgrown." That's how much has overgrown in the last 10 years. If you notice this area here, I don't remember any of this bush. This was a dumping ground for vehicles. So I'm going to point out some buildings here. So I'll stand right in the middle before we walk through them. A lot of the people that I've seen over the years complain that there's nothing left, but if you know what you're looking at and what the area was used for, have a look at the two roofs up here. One of them's massive. How are you, Skip? You see? One's facing right towards us, front on, and then one's side on with a huge tail. You're going to find this bit of information very interesting. Listen for this. So over here, stretching this way to about here, Ward 21 opened 1930, even though on the brick wall back out there it said 1933. Originally called A Block. So back in the 30s, in the 20th century, Ward 21 was known as A Block. It housed up to 25 inmates, many of whom were admitted at the governor's pleasure, i.e. with no fixed date of release. Single rooms were approximately 3.5 metres by 3 metres with a single bed, one barred window and few other belongings allowed. Communal toilets and showers. Small dorm rooms were later added for lower risk inmates. Closed 1990. There are a few rooms up on that end over there which have still got bars on the windows. So over here, what a lot of people don't realise is this was Ward 22. So down over here, those buildings down there, which we'll go have a walk through as well. Ward 22 opened at the same time as Ward 21 and known as B Block. So A up there. Belle, we're going to go down this way. We're going to walk through Ward 22 first and B Block. It was a near exact mirror image of Ward 21. It was closed in 1974. In the 1980s, it was considered for use as a ward for HIV positive patients, but the plan never came to fruition. So I was a teen in the 1980s, and AIDS was a huge burden in the world. If you lived through that time, you would know the legendary Freddie Mercury at that point had AIDS, and he survived another 6 or 7 years and passed away in 1991. Also Rock Hudson, which was another big time actor back then, also contracted AIDS. And we had ads that were on the TV that were warning people for safe sex and not to share needles and that whole else. I think there's drugs these days that can keep it at bay. And over here, where you see that wall in the distance and where the roofs are, and in this area here, this area was a soccer field. So where you see all this gravel patch here. I always wondered back then, why is there such an open space here? So the soccer field and half-sized tennis court, usually used for volleyball, were among the facilities provided for some inmates. Matches would be played between inmates and sometimes against patients from other parts of the hospital and from other facilities in the Hunter region. So Morisset Psychiatric Hospital, and where Ward 13 and 19 used to be, is straight down there in that direction there. And the fire trail that runs around this compound is called the Crim Ward Fire Trail. There is a fire trail that heads down to the hospital. Originally, way back then, if you look at that footage in 2017, we did some videoing on different wards and we got told to leave. There's no entry to the Crim from all the way down there. So we worked out a plan to come in from YE Point, which we also did today. We parked, I actually thought Sadler's Way goes all the way through. Didn't realise there's a big dirt stretch that you can't get through. So we walked about 20-25 minutes, even before we got to the gate. And then from the gates, it's probably another 700 metres. So if you do come in from YE Point, there's a side road that you have to come in from. Don't come in from Sadler's Way. Come in from a different road. So let's walk down through Ward 22, where it was proposed to house AIDS patients. There was another building down here on the map that I've got. Another building used to exist here. I don't know if that was staff accommodation within the compound, but there was another building just there. Here are some of the... This is still here. Oh, is it a white one? There is a picture of me holding a bumper bar up from 2017, but I'm pretty sure it's white. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's white. I don't think that would be still here after all those years. It was down here somewhere. And I'm holding it up in the air. See, there was something here, look. So this is it. This is where they were, Bill. So here was their, the inner perimeter fencing. See here, where the concrete is? Yeah. So this was put in afterwards. So when there was escapes in the 1980s by two inmates that went on a raping spree, they put in an alarmed inner perimeter fence. It was an electric fence, and that then surrounded the buildings here. But I don't think originally this was here. Back in 1930 and right up until the 80s, I think it was only that wall that kept the psych patients in. All right, let's walk through here. See how much shit's overgrown in here. Once we get down to the other side, I'll show you where one of the people that worked here was killed. A lot of people don't know about that also. Let's walk down here and see if we can walk through the buildings. So this here was Ward 22. Not much left of it. Come down through here, Bill, and then we'll loop around again. I wonder why this closed so early on, 1974.
So 1990?
That one there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ward 21 closed down in 1990. When I finish off this video, I'll read you out a large insert of exactly what went on here. But yeah, Ward 21 closed in 1990. This closed in 1974. So you see here, it would have been the shower block and the toilets with the towels, with the tiles, sorry. Should be able to see some urinals here. So you think that was a shower there? See if you can come into this point here and take some pictures of what the rooms look like. So this is where they would have had their single bed rooms. You can follow me in, Belle, it's pretty safe. Just come on in, just walk in behind me, and then we'll walk out here. So jump on in. Just that flat piece. Yeah, use your hand to come on down. If there's anything that will fall away, I'll step on it first. So there was a path on the other side here. So we are actually in maybe the staff kitchen or something. There is a fireplace here. I doubt that the rooms... Is it a fireplace? Maybe not. Maybe take that shot from here, Belle, with this door as well. And that way you can shoot all the way down. A lot of this graffiti is so old. See, this is something small toilet. So that looks like, there it is, toilet just down there through there. And that would have been a basin. So there's the taps for the basin and there's the toilet down there. So here was a toilet, Bill. See if you can jump in here. And you'll see the bracket that held the basin on the wall there and the toilet just around the corner. What you can do after is, you want to head out here after, see behind me? Over this side, where I'm standing over here. Don't walk over where I'm going to now because this looks pretty unstable. We don't want you getting hurt. May have been a shower area as well. Everything's still pretty sturdy underfoot. Okay, so we've got another toilet here. So 2 toilets. May have been showers here as well. And a basin would have been kept right there. If they've been escaped through these windows, I'd say they would have had bars on them. It's deteriorated so much since 1990. And people might wonder why they just don't demolish it. I read somewhere that in 1999 they put this on the State Heritage Register. So it is heritage listed and it ain't going anywhere anytime soon. You believe in spirits, Bill? Could be rooms. Yeah.
You can see the sizes of the rooms in
Yeah.
there.
It could be solitary confinement.
Yeah, that's really spooky in there.
Yeah. Could very well be. These look like very tiny dorms. Actually, that's what that I read. Remember we said there was a single bed? Come through, Bill. You could easily walk through here. Yeah, I'd say these were the rooms where they lived in. Well, what did we say the dimensions were? 3 by something? Let me have a look to see what...
3 by 2.
No, it was a bit more than... Let me have a look.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, these would be the rooms. 3.5 metres by 3 metres. This would be it. That's it.
3 by 3.
That's it. 3 by 3.
You would not say that is...
Yeah, it's 3 by 3 for sure. Yeah, you get a tape measure and a metre. Yeah.
I looked at that.
Well, that was for Ward 21, but I'd say these were rooms as well. We'll have a look how big the rooms look.
This was locked. You were locked here, so there must have been a wall here.
Well, there's the big gate there. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, the wall's been pushed over. Yeah, the wall's been pushed over. You see the wall there? How imposing is that? You look out your window
and you get another wall.
and you get another wall. The pool, which was added later, and I've got a write-up on the pool, is just over there. Can you believe there's a pool there? There's nothing. Look at that double brick. So there's no chipping through the bricks, even though there would have been floorboards here. So there would have been floorboards on top here.
But I tell you what, if you got under those floorboards, you could get out.
Look, well, look at that here. If you could find some sort of plank of wood to put from here, all that, you got heaps of prison guards, and you could put it on the wall there, you're over. We're pretty much level with the top of the wall. And there's, oh no, it's not, because there's the other wall down there. This is something else here. This is still part of Ward 22. See this wall here?
Yeah.
This is just part of this building.
Right.
You see the other wall right in the distance?
Yeah.
And then you can see chimney stack for the staff accommodation all the way down there.
Yeah, God, it's huge.
It's massive.
And if you got under the floorboards, you can actually access the other room.
Oh yeah, it's underneath area. You know what they did with all the boards, all the beams and all that? Did they burn them all? You see here, look, Belle, it's been burnt. Can you see
Yeah.
the windowsill? It's been had a fire at some time. Mate, as soon as this place closed, the kids around the local area, you can only imagine. Look how much damage you would have to do being a kid to make these tiles into a million little pieces. Like they are on top of the roof here, throwing the tiles down. You think about it. The kids are up on top of this roof and they're just throwing all the shit down. I would have loved to have popped in a year or two after it closed in 1990. They all had little rooms or little exits underneath that led under. So this was under, you had floorboards here. So this, if you crawled in through one, you could get under this little room, go into the next one, and then come into this one. Once again, you'd be under the floorboards here, and get into that little hole there, and make your way all the way through. There probably would have been electrical cables under there that someone accessed if they needed to fix something, lighting or whatever else. A few hinges remain on all the doors down. How much the bush has reclaimed it. Belle, have a look, come over here. You can see the tiled floor, probably showers come through. Oh, you've been through? Okay. Yeah, this would have been a shower area, yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty freaky bit of artwork. Did you get a picture of her? You can see the perimeter wall just out there. Sweetie Graffiti. I just noticed that. Is that what it says? Sweetie Graffiti? Yeah. Sweetie Graffiti. So yeah, if anyone explores this place and you get, as you walk in, the arch door that we did, if you go off to the right, note this was Ward 22 up until 1974. It then may have reverted back to being called B Block, or they may have just changed the name to Ward 21 after that. But back in 1930, when both of them opened at the same time, A and B Block. I can only imagine what psych patients were brought in then. People going through the Great Depression in years to come. Did we come in through there or not? It's just another little door. There's all little doors that you came in from. Actual concrete walls have held up. The brick walls, I think that's rendered over, have held up pretty good over the years. I'm not sure if there would be any. This may have been a huge glass window here. Back then there wouldn't have been safety glass either. I'd say there would have been bars with glass on the other side of it. Got to look for any dates or any signs. You see where the door would have locked here. Okay, so the mirror image of the rooms on this side as well. Notice that, Bill? So what you're walking through now is exactly along that side. You see this door that closed here? Have you noticed this?
Yeah.
So they would have closed here. And these would have been toilets as well. So there would have been a toilet in there. So that's exactly what the post said. Did you get a picture of that dude? With the googly eyes?
Yeah.
Let's head out. Oh, actually, I've got to go down here. Do you think you can head out that way? You just find the easiest way out. I want to head down here, have a look at the rooms.
They knew first blood, not me.
Yes, I thought that was the perimeter wall just here, but this was just enclosing Ward 22. Oh, we've got an old car here. Go have a look at that. And there's Ward 21 just up there. There's no climbing over this block either. This had high walls around it as well to keep the psych patients in. See, back when this guy wrote his scribble, there probably was floorboards, unless he has hopped on there and held onto the brick wall and done his names as part of the floorboards here and here. These look a lot deeper than the other ones. Belle, keep on coming down so I can get you through the window here. Keep on walking down where the car is. Where are you? Keep on walking down where the car is. Oh, you're just walking slowly, are you? Oh, there you are. Did you notice what I can see there? That's the inner perimeter alarmed fence that they installed when those two escaped in the 1980s. You see the pole there? That's the fence that runs around Ward 21. When you watch inside Morisset at the end of this video, you will see that Willisey has to be buzzed in, and he's the one that mentions that this fence is freshly installed. big hole. Did you notice these rooms are a lot deeper? I'm pretty sure the drop down the bottom here. Yes, definitely. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Something. See, you didn't see this, did you? Up the top here, it looks like a bracket to hold a curtain rod. There's one little bracket left, just there in the corner. That looks to me that it held a curtain or a blind. One of the few things that's left here. See if this one has it as well. No, this one doesn't have it. So it looks like the only room to have a curtain bracket left is that one. This would have been a basin there in the corner. You can see the basin bracket. Near the train in the distance. Actually, we're walking through. Which way did you head out? This one or the next one? I think it was the next one. Yeah, it's a small thing, that curtain bracket, but that would have been. Here you go, look at all the. Oh, that's graffiti. I thought it might have been murals. Hang on, Bill. I'm going to film that car. I'm going to come with you. So there's two ways that we can do this. I think go up this way. No, because we're going to go around. We don't want the bottom yet. So come back up this way to the top where we were at the soccer field. I'm just going to film this car and want to get some video of this wall. Oh, here's the perimeter fencing on this side as well. Barbed wire. Just come around to this side, see if we can get a few pics of Ward 22's wall. Actually, we'll come down here later because I'm pretty sure the pool's down there. And it looks like it's completely covered. Notice that thing up there? Someone, I thought that was part of the barbed wire structure. Someone's just thrown, looks maybe to be some sort of wheelchair wheel. Or do you think it's from a BMX? Little child's BMX? Alright, now back up this way. Yeah, no, I just remember that's where the pool is. So we're going to come down there, see down there? See down there? See where all that overgrown area is down there? That's where there was a murder. So once we get around to that point there, I'll read you out who...
What did the pool for? The soccer?
The what, sorry?
The Soccos had the pool.
Yes, exercise. Yeah, but that was put in a lot later, they reckon. Now let's go back up to the top. So we've now explored B block, Ward 22. Let's get back and over there. I haven't needed a torch, everything's...
See where the fence posts are?
Where?
On this?
On here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's on there.
That's exactly right. So there's the concrete base and there's the fence post, and there's the one that I pointed out in Ward 22. So it would have run all the way up. So just there. And remember, they were not originally there back when this was built. It's only installed once those two maniacs escaped and went on their crime spree. Billsy, come to the front. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we'll go this way. So this may have been staff quarters inside, because you've got a huge fireplace here. Shower block. Let's see if we can get in there. Let's see if we can get in there. We've got a thong here, double plugger. That's what they use in prison. You can see the 4 plugs down there, but it doesn't compete with the footwear that Prime's wearing. The boomerangs. Ooh, we've got a breakage. Look at that. Half of it's broken off, yet it's still going strong. But remember, if you break these straps, you get a brand new pair for free. All you have to do is contact Boomerangs, send them a photo of your broken strap, and you will have to pay for postage, but they will send you a brand new set. And they're different to the ones that I got originally. These ones here have a metal boomerang badge. The ones now, I think, are encased, embossed in plastic or something. This may have been, again, possibly for the guards, because this may have been guards' shower blocks and toilets. So I doubt highly that fireplace there would have been for the prisoners. This maybe was where you were admitted, where you first drove in by vehicle, come in through those gates, and this would have been your first stop. See this little path here? It makes sense that this would have been where the guards were in here. And it's separate to Ward 21, which is down there. And it's just a little building on its own. This car was here. Look how huge those roofs are. Yo! I thought that was people coming in. It echoes. The wall echoes. Echo! I don't know if that's coming through the camera. Yo! Yeah, it echoes. Those same two there.
Yeah,
Same two.
looks like a Mum and Joey.
Yeah. Oh, there's three of them. All right, let's go walk through Ward 21, and then we'll walk around to where the person was murdered, killed. How do we get in there, hun? Oh, there's other buildings there. We didn't walk through them. Okay, let's head back over this way, and we'll go down that path.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realise. I thought there was more buildings up here. So this building here, what do you reckon? Staff quarters? I'd say they...
I thought office and all that.
Yeah, that's
When you
what I
come
think,
in
yeah.
and you're, you know, you come in through that...
The arch, yeah, yep. And they come straight. Because this here looks like a path for staff quarters.
Yeah, this looks reception.
Yeah, reception, exactly. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's
reception.
sort of like reception area,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because there's no way the prisoners would have been afforded that.
No.
Look how huge that is, that fireplace.
Reception area, toilet.
Yeah. Did you get a picture of that? That huge
I
fireplace?
got it as a whole.
Yeah, just get the fireplace. It's a pretty huge fireplace. Okay, so now we're walking inside the fence for Ward 21. There should be a door here, whether or not we'll be able to get in. Yeah, okay, you ready for this, Bill? Oh, yes you are. This is the way. Come on. It's easy. Once you get past this first bit, it's exactly like the one we just walked through. You've got to get pictures in here. Oh, we've got some dark rooms here. Oh, these are encased. Got concrete. What's these metal things all about? What do you reckon they're all about? Are they tiles or metal? That's metal.
Probably overhead.
If you see any nice graffiti, just pop into the room. Or colourful graffiti, should I say. I know, concrete walls all around.
Would have been freezing.
It would have been. So someone's chiselled that out. Why do you reckon they've done that? There wouldn't have been a window there. So this is different to the one we walked through because it's got concrete ceilings. The other one didn't have concrete ceilings, did it? Even on this humid day it is today, it feels cold in here. Like I'm cooler in here than I am just out here in the corridor. So you had wire on top of the tiles, it looks like, to stop the psych patients escaping from the roof. Just keep a lookout, like the little curtain rods or anything that exists in there, like hinges, maybe graffiti from someone's name back then, you know, someone that's written something through Texter back when he was admitted here. Just keep a lookout for something out of the ordinary. How many rooms did it say that ward? So this might be it. This might be all the rooms. Hang on. It did say there was 15. Is that what we read? Let me see. And that was for Ward 21. It housed 25 inmates, of whom admitted at the Governor's pleasure. Single rooms. It doesn't say how many rooms, but 25 inmates, so at least 25 rooms, unless a few of them were doubled up. I doubt highly that they would have admitted 2 people in one room, do you think? I don't think so. Because if this was the Supermax of its time, Supermax houses in Goulburn there, single rooms, and they're only out exercising, I think, an hour a day. I think they're locked up for the good majority of the day. What are those things? I can't work out. Mav would know what they are. What are those? Why would these be here? I just think they're tiles. Oh, here's the bars. Hey, hun, here's the bars here. They've been cut. Come and have a look. If you can stand where I am, or give me the camera, and I'll take a picture from up and down here. This is where the bars were. Just noticed that. I didn't notice that last time. All of them have bars, but they've been cut. Someone's come with an angle grinder and used the steel, the metal. Hang on there, I'll get the camera off you. Just place this bit of timber up on the windowsill here. It allows me to walk up on top and get a better film of the doors. So I can actually stand on the brackets of the bars. Look how much is overgrown. So every room had white bars you can see just here, up here where it's been cut also. I do remember actually down the other side there where the communal toilets are, there are bars still intact. So. Hun, where did you exit? We've got to walk all the way down through. Or is it separate into two? Oh, okay, separates them. Yeah, every room. That looks... Or is that stickers? Is that a sticker up there? Yeah, that's a sticker. I thought it might have been part of when the inmates were here, but it looks like someone's put their own stickers in. It's a nice wide open window. You can see the bars there. It keeps on going up around. So it looks like these had tiled roofs on here. So this is the toilet box. See the urinals here? You missed them, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. There's the kangas here. Look at the little one. Bill, come where I am here. It's a little tiny one. It's got his little mitts up. They are a lot friendlier than the other three that ran away, unless these are the same ones. Come where I am and see. Even walk up to the concrete little path. Isn't he cute? The wall where it tapers off down there. I believe the market garden to be down there. Look how eerie that looks. Belle, when you're done there, can you come back this way? Just get one picture here with this tree that's grown right near these rooms here. It's just made it look so dark. I think the picture with that other door through the corridor there will make it look really good. See that picture through? Go to the left a bit and then back. We just don't know which ones are going to come out good and which ones are not. Alright, we'll enter in over here. You just keep on walking around if you want. Actually, I'm going to walk and see how close I can get to the kangas before they look friendly, huh? Hello, little one. Skip. What does John Rambo think of this? God, they're friendly. Huh? I know. There's a lot of footage from 2017 when we came in through Ward 13 there. We were filming a lot of kangaroos and taking a lot of pictures of the kangaroos. They're all young, aren't they? Look at the little one. Yeah. How close can we get to it? I don't know if that's big. See, the little one's waiting for the mum to go before it heads off. Yeah, well, like I said, on the other side where Morisset Psych Hospital is, there's another one here, which is down there. There are hundreds of these, hundreds of kangaroos.
Look at them.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Plenty of kanga poo everywhere. We didn't see any kangaroos in here all those years ago. So that's where I just exited. Fibro. Asbestos on the ground here. Toilets, tell that by the tiles in there. The beauty about exploring this place is you now know. Ooh, we had a spider web. Is it still stuck on me? It's still there. I think we'll leave it because it's going to take this fella. Where is it? Actually, I've got a bit underneath it. Alright, I'll leave it there. Still standing, I'm not quite sure if you can see that. Yeah, we know that there's no cars going to drive up here these days. So pretty much got the whole place to ourselves unless someone decides to walk up that fire trail. You know no one's going to come in from the Morisset Hospital side because there's pretty high security there. We were told to leave. Hey Belle, can you make your way back down here? Just going to go in this room. What does it say here? I'm the most cold-blooded con of a bitch you'll ever meet. Cold-blooded. I think it says con. You'll ever meet. There was another room back then. How do we get to that room?
I'm the most cold-blooded son of a bitch.
See if you can get a picture of that. There's a room back there that looks like a pretty good room.
Yeah,
How do
good
I-
luck getting to it. You're probably from the other side.
Well, it was down through there.
Yeah, I know, but not over there.
Yeah.
You are.
Maybe we might have to climb in through the window. Yeah, it's down in through here. So let's do that. There's concrete all down through here, so it should be easy enough. The walls have fallen in. Alright, just follow me in here. I don't remember ever being in this room. Now back down that way.
Well, honey, you take a job, eh?
No, come on. I want you to come in with me.
There.
Just in here, come on. It's one of the best rooms that I've been in. Still got like tiled floors or something. And then we can get out this way. Is it tiled floors? Yeah. Huge tiled floor. We could have just gone around and entered it in nice and easy. I'm making you do it the hard way, Billsy. But come in, and because we'll exit this way. I think we'll get a picture on either side of this little fella. A lot of Ward 21 is impassable here because the walls have collapsed in on themselves. There's no floorboards where you can walk in between rooms, but you can make your way in and out certain places. You can see more tiles over there, and in this particular room there's tiles as well with a floor that's got huge pebble creep. So I'm wondering if this may have been a kitchen area. Can't see any oh yeah, there's some plumbing here. So there may have been sinks or basins here to wash dishes or whatever else. Unfortunately, the only intel that I've got is from the outer grounds, what the buildings were. There's an old PowerPoint in there. That's strange to have a PowerPoint under there. You think about how dead quiet it is now. Look at that image. Doesn't that look freaky? Imagine shining a torch at that in the middle of the night. That's awesome. I've got to get Bill back here, get a picture with us next to that. See, they're original. There's all the shower block here. This could be the communal shower block, I'd say. Looking at the size of it. Yeah, this is massive. I'd love to get in there. Which was the best way? No one's been in here for a long time. I don't think I'll ask Belle to get in here. Hey Belle, just come back, I need that camera. That was probably the easiest way. Notice how it's not fully enclosed. So the guard that was probably waiting at the door could see what they were doing. They just had small doors and just covered themselves up from sitting on the toilet, but you could still pretty much see them or look over if you needed to. Once again, Rio encased the ceiling. You coming back round? Yeah, can you keep on heading along that track? Whereabouts are you? Yeah, no, that's it. No, come in that way. Where you were, yeah. See if you can come in there. See if you can come into here. Is there any chance or you can't? I might drop down and come to where you are and grab that camera. You're singing to yourself. All right, over this way now. We're going to now have a look at where Mike Willisey walked in. And when we watch inside Morisset tonight... Ooh, did you write that? Yeah, right. Oh, actually, we've got to take a picture here. Did you see this little thing? It's starting to rain.
Yes, I did.
Okay, are you going to stand next to it or me?
No.
Okay, I'll stand next to it.
I do not like it at all.
I knew you
I do
wouldn't.
not like it at all.
I knew you wouldn't.
I hate it actually. It's only because you take the photo.
That is awesome.